Good morning. How are you? Orlando here. Now, I'm going to talk about the USD, what I'm looking for next week. I'm going to talk about gold and a little bit about the Japanese yen. So let's start with the USD. Now, what I'm looking at on the US dollar is extremely bearish. The structure in this market is still very, very much bearish, but this zone, the blue zone that I have marked here, is quite an interesting area. Now, if you notice, the US dollar liquidated these lows, right, and tapped my point of interest right here. So, if we go back here, I am not going to press a buy here on the US dollar because the structure in this market is still very much bearish. But if we look at what has happened here, the USD liquidated these lows, and now if it can liquidate these highs, it will create a market structure shift on which I will be looking for longs and longs only. So what I'm looking for is an open above these highs, and I will look for longs on a pullback right after these eager to get long weak players in the market get trapped, and short players trying to short these highs also get trapped. So that's the plan on the USD. Should price break with these highs and come back towards around this zone, this is where I will look for longs. Of course, this is the DXY, US dollar currency index. I'm not going to go long the US dollar currency index. Perhaps I will look for shorts on the Euro USD. Now, this is the Euro USD forward chart. Now, let's go to the 1 hour chart on the Euro US dollar to see. So, same thing, as you can see here, same thing. So, if the US dollar can liquidate those highs, the Euro USD will liquidate these lows, and here is where I will look for shorts on the Euro US dollar after the last sweep of the highs. So that's the plan on the US dollar. Now let's go to gold. Now, where was I on gold? Just a second, guys. Yeah. So, this is the 1 hour chart in gold. Again, let's go to a 4 hour chart. This is very, very much bearish in my opinion. Now, after, I think this is all-time highs. Why don't we check that on the weekly chart? Yes, this is all-time highs on gold. After gold hit all-time highs, it retraced a ton. So this to me is not a pullback. This is very bearish. Now we have a ton of liquidity here, so this is a magnet for me. And because of that, I will be looking for shorts in gold at the open. And if we look at the 1 hour chart, I know that it seems a little bit stretched in the sense that I would love to get involved short around at these levels right here. If we grab a fib right here, this is the 50 fib, right? Let's grab a 61.8. So to me, taking shorts around the 61.8 is a little weak in the sense that we have the trap here, right? And very possibly should go pull back towards these levels. We are going to see weak short players in the market get trapped here, right? Before getting liquidated and seeing the actual move to the downside. So that's gold. And finally, the Japanese yen. So the Japanese yen, it has been quite difficult to trade lately in the sense that personally speaking, I haven't had any short setups. If we look back, this is the 4 hour chart, right? If we look back at this massive move, these are just liquidation of very weak short players in the market, right? So I don't want to get short at these levels. And to be honest, getting long, looking for longs is a little bit risky. But after the close on Friday, I am eager to see where this market is going to open and, possibly look for longs. Let's have a look at the 1 hour chart. The, this is the chart that I have not yet looked at. And, yeah, possibly, somewhere in this vicinity. Yeah, after the liquidation of this, I mean, I have to see what price does, right? So should the Japanese yen come back and liquidates these lows for longs, this is what Julian calls price failures, right? A price failure at this level, a clear rejection, and then possibly look for longs above the price failure candle. So that's next week for me. I wish you all a great trading week.